to one prominent public figure in Nigeria, Aisha Yesufu, who is an activist and organizer. You may remember her from the Bring Back Our Girls movement. She is in Abuja today. I just want to get your reaction, firstly, to what you are seeing on the streets in Lagos. What's going on to your mind?
Horror. My reaction is absolute horror. I'm still numb. I can't believe that indeed our military men turned bullets on our citizens and the government decided to kill young adults. Our youth who came out and just simply to say that they want a right to live. And by coming out, they have been killed. It's just horror that I'm feeling right now.
Stephanie's report reflecting that this latest incident is just one in a couple of weeks' worth of trouble. The major protests do seem to be occurring in Lagos. President Buhari has finally spoken about this, calling on people to have patience for police reforms. What's your response to the president, and what sort of reforms are needed at this point? How bad are things?
Things are absolutely bad. We have a culture of impunity amongst the Nigerian police. And, you know, a situation whereby a Nigerian police will say to you that they will waste you, they will kill you, and nothing will happen to them. They will even tell you the president will not be able to do anything. And indeed, we have seen it with the youth who are constantly being profiled, who are being killed, who are being made, who are being extorted from, coming out to make demands on the president to say to him, stop this killing. And what they have gotten instead is the fact that they have further been killed. And let's not forget that in June 3rd, 2019, a report was given to the president on the panel that he set up in 2018. And the president himself said in June 2019 that within 6 months, he was going to implement the recommendations from the panel. And here we are 16 months that the president hasn't done that. So whatever the president says, Nigerians are used to not believing his words because his words and his actions, they always differ.
Listen, this story has hit the international headlines. The US Democrat presidential nominee Joe Biden has called on authorities to end the violent crackdown on protesters, calling for the US to stand with Nigerians. We've just got some images in of protests outside the High Commission, for example, in London. What's your message to the international community? And what sort of support does Nigeria, or perhaps I should say, do Nigerian people need to ensure that this isn't a story that slips off the international headlines once again?
Well, what we want from the international world is that they should not look away while this horror is being inflicted on the Nigerian people. And we should look at the fact that we have a shared humanity, and also to call on the Nigerian government, which sadly seems to listen to the voices from outside rather than the voices of its people. So for the Nigerian government to stop killing its people and listen to the demands of the youth. The youth aren't asking for too much. They are simply saying that they should not be killed again. They're simply asking for compensation for victims of police brutality. They want an end to police brutality. They're asking for protesters that were arrested to be released. They're asking for reform. They are not asking for too much. So please, the world should call on the government of Nigeria, led by Major General Muhammadu Buhari and Professor Yemi Osinbajo, to stop killing the Nigerian people. It's a crime against humanity. A genocide is happening in Nigeria right now, and the world must not look away the way it has done in other genocides that have happened. Let's put an end to it.
Aisha will keep our eye on this story. Thank you for joining us.
Talking about the inconveniencing of road users.
I find it funny that he would even ask, that is there any way to protest while at the same time allowing business to carry on, people that want to go to work? What are you even thinking that business should carry on as usual? How can a policeman look me in the eye and tell me, I will shoot you, I will kill you, and nothing will happen? And you're telling me that I should leave the streets, or I should create leeway for people that want to carry on their business? How are you not even concerned that people are getting killed every day? People are being wasted. Our youth, their lives, see, that these things happen, nothing ever gets done, and you still want us to allow some people go to work. You're complaining about traffic. What is traffic? To the man that lost his child, to the victims of that man, that Akuzu SARS, whatever his name is, these people and dump their bodies in the river. What is traffic to those people?
From the very beginning, we have continued to emphasize that all Endsars protests are peaceful, and they have continued to remain peaceful till date. The government has introduced some unscrupulous elements to try and discredit our cause, but it can never work. And once again, we have seen signs of a failed government, a government that has told us that they are unable to perform their functions. They are unable to carry out their duty. Catch this cruise. There is a law called the Electoral Act, and I think it's section 94, I'll cross-check, but there's a particular provision of that law that states that commissioners of police in every single state must deploy adequate security to make sure that there's peace in any form of political rally across the country. Guess what? Lagos State has just imposed a curfew, telling us that they are unable to control the violence. Guess what? The curfew can never be forever. And once you lift this curfew, we are back. And this is my humble suggestion for when we come back out. I suggest we have our designated grounds of protest, so we know that in each state, this is where we're going to. In Lagos State, we report to this place, we report to that place. Even if it's just one place, the more we're together, the harder it is for them to pin anything on us. And we know that once we are here, and this is our designated ground of protest, anybody found anywhere else perpetrating any form of violence must be arrested and brought to book.
Tell them their father. May we scatter the Nigeria now. Now by force, may we stay together. I don't want to come be by force now. If they want, may we do tech, may we do referendum. May everybody wakai, or may everybody choose whether this Nigeria we want to stay together or everybody want go in own. When you don't do referendum finish, moi, I don't go one stay. I don't mind. I go to look for visa. Go visit them for Daura. Check how the next level be. If you like, may they allow me stay there for 100 years. That one go be their personal business. But for this Nigeria where we dey, Muhammadu Buhari no go there. Say one do 10. Say waiting. We die for that nation. We sit down for road. We die there. See, me I no be slave. Oh, I no come be slave for anybody. I don't know about you, whether you can't be slave. They enslaved my parents, they enslaved me, now they want to enslave my children. Like, yeah, it no go happen. It no go happen. Anyhow, where that idea, they come for their head, may they squash them, may they squeeze them, may they throw away them, may they carry them, may they go put them for one side. Because if they try that one, now then go tell them, say, anybody where they see get bed for psychiatric hospital. Only say, some people no agree occupy them. That craze, what they look for, we go show them that craze. Enough! It's enough of this nonsense that is going on in our nation. We will no longer sit down and keep quiet and allow some charlatans from nowhere come and destroy this nation that has been together for over 100 years. It is time for us to determine our future. For those of you who are afraid because you think you don't want to die, a Titan will kill you inside your house, right where you are hiding under your bed. We will occupy that street. We will do whatever. Let me tell you something. I say Yesufu will not sit down and allow a charlatan go and destroy our constitution and look for whatever term that they are looking for. I am going to fight for my children. I am going to stand for my children, and I'm going to be there for my children. If they want craze, we will tell them, say, like I talked about before, everybody get bed for psychiatric hospital. Only say some no gree occupy. They want me with scatter them, we go scatter them. Anyhow way they want her. We there. 100% Nigeria. Nigeria is our country. And nobody will destroy that.
Woo! Maria, Maria, It's Young John, the wicked producer.